Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
And he's well positioned here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pass somewhat off target. Lam. Yaya Toure. And Araujo.
Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Nicely worked. Ruben Diaz gets good distance on it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Very nicely done. He's Messi! There it is! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So, a breakthrough already. Genuine physical edge about this game, it is quite attritional. Spread it left. Tries to pass it through. That's an excellent interception.
Lamine Yamal really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And this is Eto'o. Now it's Messi. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Rodri. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Canada really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Araujo. Nedved. And it's Rodri. Well read, nice interception. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rodri. Eto'o gets a foot in here. Rodri cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And that is expertly dealt with. Isaac, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Xabi Alonso. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Eto'o. He could be in here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Nedved. Looking for the run. Pass is just off target. Vieira. Swung over. It's a pretty loose pass. Puyol. That has not gone well. Nedved in acres of space out wide. Beckenbauer with the slide tackle there. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi, and he's managed to get free. Messi's cross. And claimed it back swiftly. The ball is loose and the chase is on. A probing pass. And this is and it's Luis Suarez. Big chance! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. We're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Goal! After 42 minutes is number 6, Luis Suarez.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's Luis Suarez! There it is! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And this could be the final action of the first half. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Cross into the box. And it's hoisted clear. Good ball, good touch, shot at goal! And the ball's come loose here. Deep cross. And there's the end of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Araujo. Can he get on the end of it? There's the shot! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yaya Toure. Here's Rodri. Searching pass he's played there. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pressing high and with purpose. Ferdinand. Yamal driving forwards. Yaya Toure. Driving forward. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Foden has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Cruyff. Rodri. That's a cute ball. No, it's come to nothing. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Rodri. Aimed beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Phil Foden. Number 21, Yamal. Number 10,
Bergomi gets over and
Messi.
intercepts.
Number 7,
Jordi Alba.
Number 11, Ito.
Rafael Leao.
Number 18, Bergkamp.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, shooting chance!
Belletti.
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Scholes, over to the left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And it's Roberto Carlos. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ah, he's given it away. Yaya Toure. And it's Rodri. Played into space. This looks promising. He's onside, and he's running through. And he's there to belt it away. And they've got a throw. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's had it nicked away. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Bergomi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Jordi Alba. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now. Holding. He's gone for goal! What a hit. The save was firm.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely shaped ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rodri, done delicately, not the most accurate pass. Now he's got space here, well timed, excellent interception.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Canada really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Jordi Alba. This could be their final throw of the dice.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And that should get the job done. Yaya Toure. Nice looking ball. And the pass is intercepted. He's away! He's through! Can he finish? And that may well be that. That is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome
The
to
excitement
today's match.
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how highly do you rate this fella, Alessandro Nesta?
Well, he's without doubt one of the very best they've produced. He's been mature well beyond his years since those younger days, blending power, speed, technique, and really good intelligence and ability to read the game. It's no surprise to me that so many have aspired to be just like him.
Bellingham. Oh, that's superb. Let's a look and place it forward. Can he get on the end of this?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's been slipped through. Off he goes! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he was quick to react. Rodri. And it's Yaya Toure. Out towards the flank. Messi. Rodri. Now Hoeneß. And it's Maldini.
Canada are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Seedorf. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Maldini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
Can he finish? It's there! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
It's Vieri! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yaya Toure. And he welcomes it in. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bullet. Front-footed pressing going on here. Luis Suarez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the counter is on. Now it's Bullet. Tries to play it through, and he's certainly onside here. Hullet. That's very neat. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rodri. Ferdinand. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And it's Rodri. Knocks it out wide, and it's Lam. Here's Rodri. Pass somewhat off target. Seedorf, who does have an assist to his name. He's in plenty of space here. Stood up well to him there. Bellingham. And it's Rodri. It's a searching pass. Leicester gets across to intercept that. Maldini. Hernes looking understandably energised after his goal. Rodri. Threads one in. And the shot!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Seedorf getting this one clear. Vieri. And it's Messi. Now it's Hullet. Now there's a fine ball. Vieri! It's Bellingham. And we've reached half-time. And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Yaya Toure. Here's Rodri. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos finds himself offside. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Messi. Seedorf. Now he's got space here. And it's been played through. Vieri gets into a good position. And this is Messi. That's a cute ball. Neatly clipped into space. Ferdinand with the clearance.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Rodri can see things others simply cannot. Ferdinand. So much time and space here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, there's the clearance. Pinches it off him. Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Lam. Showing good feet.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has not gone well. Messi. Oh, they can break here. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rodri. And it's Bellingham. And that is as far as they're going to go. Thuram. Not the most accurate pass. Played out wide. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Lam. It's Bergomi. Ferdinand. Yaya Toure. And it's Rodri. And he's in on goal! Well, they've got it again. Driving forward. That's really well cleared. Oh, cracking ball. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Nicely worked. Messi gets into some space. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ferdinand. And it's Yaya Toure. Here's Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Bergomi. And it's Ferdinand. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now Yaya Toure. Seedorf with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
Kubo. Threads one in. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Rooney, steaming on goalwards. And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Yaya Toure. Here's Rodri. Gnabry gets a foot in here. He has found the way through. And that's been... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start.
Luis Suarez gets through on his own. Goes for the header! He's scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Eric Garcia. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Rooney. Rooney puts his foot on the gas. Picked out brilliantly. Rooney! Nedved. Oh, easy pickings there. Rodri with a definite foul there.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. Canada really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now. Cafu.
Bergomi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Roberto Carlos. And Araujo. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Rodri. Yaya Toure. Here's Rodri. That pass has been well intercepted. Konate. Eric Garcia. Kubo. Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Roberto Carlos. And back to the goalkeeper. Cafu. And it's Bergomi. It's Roberto Carlos. Araujo. Ferdinand. It's not an especially good pass, that. Rodri. And it's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Oh no, this does not look good. Now it's Rooney. That has been slung wide. Now it's Rooney. Knocks it into space. Roberto Carlos. Cafu. And it's Bergomi. Nedved. Nicely weighted ball. Here's Rodri. De Jong running with the ball. Isco. Rodri. Ambitious ball here. He can run onto that. Now can he find a chance? He's got a goal! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Canada certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Rooney. Passing is crisp and sharp. Out to the right. Kubo. And he's managed to get free. And he's got his cross in. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Played into space. Mosquera kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Konate. De Jong. De Jong looking to penetrate opposition lines. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cafu. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Nedved. Yaya Toure. Pressing high and with purpose. De Jong. Isco. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Looking tidy in possession here. Great ball, and he's in here. Very nicely done. Opts to play it back. And it's De Jong. Yaya Toure. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nedved. And it's De Jong. Pinches it off him. Here's Rodri. Now, can they get him away? De Jong. Now it's Aubameyang. Kubo. And Mosquera. Eric Garcia. And the through ball. And that has been clubbed away and reclaimed it in a trice. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. De Jong. Isco. And it's De Jong. Played out towards the right wing. Kubo. Kubo going full tilt down the right-hand side. This is De Jong. Nedved. That's a cute ball. Eric Garcia. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Hops for safety. Now it's Rooney. Great ball if he can get there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nedved leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Rodri. Here's Roberto Carlos. Strong running down that left flank. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children